Hello from Saudi Arabia and country number 120. Did you know that Saudi Arabia is home to the world's largest continuous sun desert, also known as the Empty Quarter? It's also the birthplace of Islam, with the holy cities of Mecca and Medina attracting millions of pilgrims every year. Saudi Arabia is also one of the largest oil producers in the world, and yet it is filled with stunning natural landscapes, from mountains and lush valleys to pristine coastlines. In this video, I will take you to one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders, the edge of the world.
Today we are headed out on a day trip from Riyadh. We are heading to the edge of the world, and yes, the first stop is a camel ride. I'm not riding the camel, but yeah, we've been able to get out of the city, and the landscape is already looking very beautiful with some mountains and desert. So yes, so let's head to edge of the world. So we are now inside of the cave, and it feels very claustrophobic, but so far we've only seen one bat. Thankfully, I don't want to see any more. So yeah. After a few hours in the car on very bumpy roads, we have now made it to the edge of the world, and from the parking space it should be around a 15-minute walk, and we have about an hour, I would say, until the sun sets. So we will see the sun setting over the cliffs here, but already from just the pre-scenery it's looking really amazing. I have now made it to the edge of the world, and the landscape is absolutely amazing. Millions of years ago it was the ocean here, and it's called the edge of the world because it's literally what it feels like. You have these cliffs and then it's just a big drop and then flat, so it feels like the end of the world. And also what's interesting is that there's like no security here in terms of safety. There's no fences or anything. You can literally just fall down. So yeah, just think of that. So now we'll just wait for the sunset. We just witnessed a truly beautiful sunset which happened behind me here. So stunning. I believe we are going to head to a desert camp and have some traditional Saudi food. So let's go. And good to know, it's currently February and temperature is quite cold. During the day it's around 20 and during night it's like 10. So the wind is very cold, so you definitely need a jacket. So good to know is that it does get cold in Saudi. Good morning from Riyadh. So today we are out about in the city and exploring some of the sites that it has to offer. We're currently at the National Museum, and the entrance is free of charge, and they have quite a big museum, and it kind of starts from the start of the earth, and then it goes over into kind of talking about Islam and then how that kind of shaped the country and Saudi today. So yeah, that was very interesting. And this morning we went to a district or area of the city called Diriyah. It is free to enter that area before 5 p.m. You just have to kind of click on a link and register. And in that area you can go to the UNESCO World Heritage Site called At Trife. This is like a very historical place because it's represents the first capital of Saudi Arabia from 1727 until the Ottoman era. It's also the original home of the Saudi royal family. So they've tried to rebuild some of the structures to resemble what old Saudi looked like. So that's really interesting, and that area is very nice with a lot of restaurants and cafes and so on. So yeah. Now lunchtime, and we have made it to a restaurant called Najd Village, and it's a traditional restaurant in a kind of traditional Saudi setting. So we have ordered the national dish of Saudi, what is at least proclaimed to be, which is the kabsa, and you can have it with different kinds of meat, and I have it with chicken. And then I have got a saffron and ginger tea for drink. So yeah, really nice. It's kind of like a little oasis here in the middle of the city.